Okay, people, let's do this.
Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
Friday, JP, 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio, 800-771-1025. Tis the phone number. Just about an hour, we got a deck shot for you to win $1,000 with the Bone bonus. So you got that going for us. Good morning, Monica. What's happening?
I don't always... I don't have a need, if you know, if the FCC weren't a thing, I don't have a need to just say drop F-bombs nonstop at all, in any way, shape, or form. But I do want to say, certain words at certain times. And T word, like there are certain, right now, I just want to say really badly, it's Mother Bleepin' Friday.
Yeah.
But I, it doesn't have the same effect. Like it's Mother, if we could just say it, like again, right. I don't have to swear for the rest of the show if I, whatever, but like sometimes it just needs to happen.
Get yourself a podcast, girlie. You can say whatever the hell you want.
All the work.
I know. Gotcha. Totally gotcha. How are you after your brush with nature? If you don't know, Monica, and it's so funny because we just talked about this last week.
Did I jinx myself? But no, I didn't because I've said this a million times because it's true, and I figured I'd live my whole life without being stung by a bee. And guess what happened yesterday afternoon? Not only just one bee, it was two bees. Like so, I know all at the exact same time. So like are like a millisecond apart. So I was bringing. I got back from my walk and I was bringing stuff back from the car that I had left in there. So I'm carrying two heavy things, like two gallons of diet sweet tea from Publix, one in each arm.
2 gallons.
They're bought
4, 8.5. How much?
They're BOGO, and I'm taking full advantage. I have like 8 of them already. Yeah,
it's BOGO.
It's BOGO, and it's a good deal. Anyway, so I have one in each hand. I know, and they're heavy. And as I'm walking, I have stairs to go up at one flight. And as soon as I'm about to step one foot on, I feel something I've never felt before in the back of my leg, and then a half a millisecond later on the back of my arm. And I swore, there was no FCC. I said the F word so loud.
Did you drop the iced tea?
I did not, actually. And I said, what the F was that? Because I just felt like, what was that? Like, I honestly felt like, this is how my brain works. Someone was, because there's bushes and a tall wall to the left, like I'm off to the side. And there's like nobody, I'm like in my head, there was someone in camouflage leaning on that wall and like pea dart shooting me. You know what I mean? Like, pea shooting me with a little blow dart type of thing. You know, that's what in my head was the first thought over a bee. And it hurt. And I was like, ow. And I just kept saying, ouch, F, ouch, F, ouch, F, ouch, F, like just nonstop. And
well, the upside is you found out that you're not allergic to it, so you got that.
Well, that was my second thought was like, what if I am allergic and I just never knew because it's never happened? And so I'm getting 911 on my phone, like, because what happens? Do I start to not be able to breathe or something? Does my throat close up? How fast can the ambulance get here? And
but you survived.
I did, but then it started burning, and then it got like a little red bump.
Did you chat GPT to make sure you weren't dying?
I did not. I don't like to use that. But also the one
you just roughed it out.
I did. I'm a tough woman. The back of my arm one didn't bother me half as much, but the one in the back of my leg right now itches. Like it itches so bad, like I can't stop. And there's a little tenderness, like if you got a shot or something, like it would be sore. But why does it itch? Or do they always itch?
I guess it's like.
Does it look like I'm itching my crotch?
I mean, it could be. No, it doesn't look. Yeah, that. If you want to watch the show and you want to watch, let your mind do whatever it wants to do. Just go to YouTube, go on the Bone.
Worse,
the Bone
it itches
page.
so bad.
That's funny. That's funny. Congratulations on making it through.
Yeah, I survived. And now, but the thing is, you know how you want to go through life without ever tying a tie, and you can, Yeah. I'm on the other end of things. Why couldn't I have just kept going? And why were there 2 of them? And
you made it through.
I did.
You made it through, girlie.
I'm gonna live. That is the final verdict.
I remember one time I guess in my sleep, I got bit by a spider. Something happened.
Did you wake up when it happened, or did you wake up?
No, I woke up. I'm sure I didn't wake up that much behind it, but I woke up, my whole face was blowing up like a balloon.
Oh.
So my mother took me to the emergency room. there were no, urgent
ChatGPT.
care centers
Oh.
at the time. I was a kid. And so she took me to the emergency room. At that time, she worked at a hospital, so that definitely helped.
Ew, did you skip people?
And they got me, I don't know, I was little and my face, you know what? They probably would have jagged me right in anyway because my face was literally blown up. Like, my lips were up by my nose, my eyes were closed, like the whole deal.
Yeah. Oh, God. Could you breathe? Were you all right? Like, were you scared?
Well, I ended up, all right. So they shoot me up with a bunch of adrenaline, right? And then, because I guess that's how you treat it.
I don't know.
And now I'm in the emergency room and I'm like bouncing off the walls.
What do you mean?
Because they shot me up with adrenaline.
Oh.
Right?
They gave you a Mountain Dew, in essence.
Way more than that.
Yeah.
They gave me like a half an ounce of cocaine and stuck it up my nose in one shot. That kind of bouncing off the wall. And I'll never forget it because all of a sudden there was like noises going off and like, I don't know, code blue in the ER, code blue, and people came from running all over the place. I mean, people came running. And I'm watching this whole thing, and they go to, so in the ER, it's kind of like a triage center.
Yes.
So there's no rooms. It's just like bed, curtain, bed, curtain, bed, curtain. And it's like U-shaped. It's like U-shaped.
Okay.
So I was at like one end of the U, and he was like the bottom where it starts to curve up the other way of the U.
Yeah.
And people just came flying. They're running, and you just hear, I'm watching this whole thing because I'm like wired.
Oh my God.
And my eyes are like bugging out of my head, like, what's going on? What's going on? And then all of a sudden, like they close the curtain and you just hear all this rustling going on.
Oh no.
And then they walk out with their heads down low. Like they just open up the curtain and they walk out and their heads are just low. And like they just walk out. The dude died.
Oh my God.
The dude right across me. And I'm sitting there going,
this is trauma. This is trauma scarring drama.
Right, but at the time I'm still bouncing off the wall. I'm like, what just happened? Like it was crazy.
That's a horrible experience. And like you said, I mean, there's nothing there's nothing you could do. You had to go to the ER and that just happened to be bad timing, but
I still find.
What'd your mom say to you? Like, don't look, or like?
No, she was just there.
Sorry, the person died. Did she mention that?
No, she didn't say anything. If I know my mother, she was probably getting a cup of coffee or something.
Yeah, you are Gen X. They don't.
Yeah,
that is true.
I'd be surprised if she even stayed in the hospital with me. I don't remember, to be quite honest with you.
She dropped you off. That would so not surprise a Gen X parent doing that.
No way. No, it's just like when I went to college. They dropped me off. I think I had a TV. Or a mic. I think I had a TV and my stuff in 2 plastic bags. I told you, my father gave me $50. He said, make it last. And that was it. They got in the car and they left.
He couldn't even make it 100. He went 50.
$50.
Yeah. How long did that 50? Did you go straight to the marijuana person with your $50?
No. Not while I was there. Because I was in the wrong place. I knew I didn't want to be there. It was bad news.
Yeah, that does suck.
But yeah, it's funny. Now I say, okay, one of the things, and I know it's too late for this, but the stuff that interests me outside of radio, like I would love to work not in the ER because there's too many drunk weirdos.
Yeah.
But I would love to work in an operating room.
No.
I would love that.
Here's the thing. It's not too late. It's never too late. Let me just tell you that right now.
Right, but there's no money there.
It's not about the money.
The amount, I would need it to survive. I would need it to, like if radio got pulled out from under me.
You don't have kids the kids will be sporting themselves. And it's just you and your wife has a good job.
Right, but I like to live a certain way. I don't want to, go losing money. Anyway, I just find it interesting and I like being in that setting. And when I had my last surgery, like there was so many people around. And I'm saying to myself, what does everybody do here?
Stuff. Like
it can't all be stuff where I need like a rocket scientist amount of education, right? There's got to be somebody who did like a 6-month course.
Yeah, some people. You're always looking for the shortcut. There are definitely people who don't have. They're not. There's a reason they're not operating. They're not at the actual operation table. But also, it does take a lot of understanding. But you could still do that. My cousin's husband literally just got his IT degree, and he ain't a spring chicken. So I mean, like he just it takes time. You got to use your spare time for going towards that or whatever.
Yeah.
GP, that would be great and stress
That would be
free.
cool. That would be cool. Well, is being in an operating room really stress free?
Well, for you,
I mean, I guess if I'm doing if I'm in there and they're doing hip replacements, but if all of a sudden, like this surgery that I'm talking about, not my shoulder, but the one before that when I had my neck done.
Jeez, you have to.
And it was my neck or was my back?
You have so many
I don't remember. All I know, it was my neurosurgeon, right?
Okay.
So
Head.
no, I think this was my lower back. He did anything with your spine is,
Oh.
I mean, you can do an orthopedic or you can do the way it's always been explained to me with the surgeries that I had on my back, you can either use an orthopedic or you can use a neurosurgeon. An orthopedic is like a mechanic, right? They just go in there, clank, 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 clank,
Parts
that kind of
parts.
thing. Neurosurgeons, like everything is precise, everything is
Yeah.
this. So I decided to go with that way. This guy's done 3 surgeries on me already. I love this guy. And we got to talking before they started getting me high. And I'm like, you don't all need to be here. Like,
What
not
you're
all
telling
of you.
them, yeah.
I'm like, what do you do? I'm the anesthesiologist. All right. What about you? Well, I'm the anesthesiologist assistant, which I go to find out those guys are making like $300,000 a year.
There you go. Be an
The assistants.
anesthesiologist assistant.
Right. I think you need a lot of school for that. And then there was some guy that had me like charged up to electrodes to make sure my nerves were doing the right thing. Like it was like, I'm like, all right, this guy's job is interesting. And what do you do? Like, well, I hand them the instruments. I'm like, I could do that.
You could hand instruments for sure, but
Yeah.
you'd have to be paying. You'd have to be focused
Yeah.
and paying attention. And I don't know if your attention span, unless you are so interested in that sort of thing, that it would.
It might be. At this age, I think I can do it. Especially if they put me on Adderall or something. Then I can focus.
I don't know if you're supposed to be on drugs in the operating room.
You're probably right.
The closest thing I've had to surgery, and I can't even, like you're saying all these surgeries. You've had too many. You're done. There are
I'm
no
well
more
aware
surgeries.
I've had too many surgeries.
But the closest thing to that I had was when I had my colonoscopy a couple years ago, and I point back, and now that you mention it, there were so many people in that room. What were you guys doing? And I get that there's machines, and maybe they were like taking readings or whatever, but like, why were they? What were y'all doing in there?
They all wanted to see the famous girl's balloon knot.
Yeah. You're welcome, boys. You're welcome.
When I had, it's funny, man. I have, for whatever reason, I take the funny away from these things.
When you can see the.
Yeah. So like with the surgery on my back, like they got me high before they knocked me out.
Okay.
And I felt it because I was still laying on my back and even when they knocked me out. So they must have knocked me out and then turned me over onto the neck because I was in one bed and then they had to move me to like the operating table. So they had already knocked me out. But I remember when they got me high, I'm like, yo, I better not see pictures of my ass on the internet.
An ass is an ass is an ass to them. But also, that doesn't freak you out that they moved you and you just don't have any recollection. Like, who knows what's going on?
Well, I said to them, I go, shouldn't I, get on the table for? No, like we have to intubate you and the whole deal. So we gotta knock you out while you're on your back, and then we carefully move you, which could explain the amount of people that are in the operating room. And then when I had the ablation done on my heart, the second one, you heard me.
You're like Steve Austin, the $6 Million Man. You're all new
ridiculous.
parts.
I wish they were new parts, Monica. That would be great.
They're all used parts? They're all parts off of eBay?
Well, the one with my heart. So in order to do the ablation, they go in through both sides of your groin.
Oh,
They
you have two
send
sides
like
to your groin?
Huh?
You have two sides to your groin? Each ball? What?
No. So like through the sides, basically like the leg area where the leg meets the groin area, and they go up both sides, and one goes into your heart on the left side, and the other one comes in across.
Oh my God!
But in order to do that, I must have had, and they all knew it was JP.
Oh,
right?
that's horrible.
There was no anonymity here.
Oh, I don't like this at all. Go! You gotta go out of state. You
do
gotta
you know how many nurses looked at my junk that day?
Oh, no.
And you know how many had to?
Yeah. I mean,
One.
junk is junk. I don't think, but at the same time, there is a little bit. They're going to notice a little bit more. Why don't you go somewhere where you're not known?
Because that's where my doctor went.
I got to tell you.
That's where my doctor was. And like HIPAA was out the window. Gone. There was no HIPAA.
No
and they
hope of
all,
HIPAA.
I mean, I had no less than a half a dozen women
Now,
move a sheet over to under the guise of, and I'm doing air quotes here,
Yeah.
make sure the catheter is in right.
don't tell them their jobs.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Aren't you strangely proud of your ween? Like, don't you feel like you're like, yeah.
Not
your
in
hands
that
on your- like,
situation.
yeah, ladies. You're
Not in
welcome.
that situation. It's cold up in that bitch.
Were you
it's
shorn?
cold. Huh?
Were you shorn or was it all unkempt?
No, it was shorn. It had to be.
All right, then good.
What was funny is I keep that thing, pretty good at the time. So the one nurse comes in to like she's getting ready to shave me. And she pulls the sheet up, she pulls the sheet over and lifts my gown up. And she's like, oh, you beat me to it. She puts the razor away and covers me up.
It is so vulnerable for a guy.
I know, man.
And mostly because of society's ridiculousness with penis size. So,
Right.
But like for a woman, okay, it is very vulnerable to have legs in stirrups and vagina ready for the doctor to inspect. There's just open and there's nothing. But there's no, kind of whatever society kink on a certain type of vagina or whatever. Like men are
No.
constantly thinking about the size of their penises. So like that.
You ladies did that.
You're welcome.
You did that to us.
I mean, listen,
You made that happen.
we want
That's your
what we want.
payback, I'm sure.
We like what we like.
But I was watching a video before. We have this woman that listens to the show on Twitter. I think she's like Nudist Jamie or something along
I've
those lines.
seen her. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know if it was a guy or a girl.
So, and she's a naturalist or whatever. So she posts a lot of stuff of people living their lives in the nude and all the
Oh,
thing.
you follow her?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's got nude stuff all the time. Why wouldn't I?
Oh.
Right? So, and I'm also okay with that. Like, I don't think I would live my life. Like, I'm not going to go on some bike ride with my balls hanging out. But I also go to a nude beach and I don't think twice about it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you've been to a nude
Right.
beach.
So I can do that. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But I was watching this thing and they were at a party and they were dancing. And there was
Naked?
like, yeah, they were all sitting there and they were dancing. And this one black dude was living up to the stereotype. I mean,
All right.
that kind of thing. And then next to him was another black dude. He was kind of heavy, but he was not living up to the stereotype.
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
I know I'm not supposed to care because I'm a naturalist and it's the body and we're just free. But if I'm the second black guy, I am getting away from the first black guy because,
Everybody's getting away from the black guy.
right, there's no way I'm hanging out for that. Not a chance.
Would you personally feel comfortable standing next to the guy, the first black guy that was naked? Would you be like, you know what? Of course I'm not that, but I'm not bad.
Right. Yes, I would be fine.
Yeah. Good for
I
you.
would be
That's
okay with
security.
that. I would be great standing next to the other black guy. Black guy too. I'd be like, yeah.
Girls don't do that with boobs. I'm standing next to any girl,
No,
no
I
matter
know.
what size her boobs are. Who cares?
I know, but girls pick on each other for every other little
That's
thing.
true. We're looking at the fat and cellulite.
You're looking at cellulite. You're looking at, does she have back fat? Does she have,
that sucks.
stuff that guys don't even, at least most guys don't even look at. You're looking at eyelashes. Guys like, I don't care about your eyelashes.
Yeah.
It's like, I could care less. All right, we have no Dizzy yet, correct?
He hasn't walked in yet.
Okay, so he had some stuff to deal with, and he'll, from what he told me, he'll be in a little bit. So right now it's me and Monica. Your call's 800-771-1025, The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. 1025 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning.
Don't get stuck without AC when temperatures climb. Save up to $2,026 on a new system with Hawkins Service Company, backed by their no-lemon guarantee. Get your free estimate at HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well,
trying to find a needle in a haystack? Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Hey y'all, it's Bruce Woodburn, the Loan Arranger. Look, if you've been juggling high interest rate credit cards, personal loans, and just trying to make it to payday, you're not alone. But here's the truth. If you own a home, you may be sitting on the solution. A cash out refinance could help you roll all that debt into one simple payment. No more 22% credit cards, no more minimum payments that never seem to move the needle, just one monthly mortgage payment and a lot of peace of mind. Hey, I'll run the numbers for you. If it doesn't make sense, I'll tell you straight. No pressure, no sales pitch, just honest advice from the guy that's been helping folks just like you for over 30 years. Call 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Or go to WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. Call now. Start saving. Come on, man.
Hey, fellas. It's JoJo here, a.k.a. Judge Juicy. We need to talk about something serious for a second. Your penis. If you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, so is your partner. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it because at Prestige Men's Medical Center, they restore men's sex lives. Even when Viagra and Cialis don't work, their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE regardless of your age or your medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right there in the office before you even leave. Men, you can now last longer. And the best part of Prestige Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone check for free. Do yourself the favor and call today. 813-288-2202. Get your confidence back. Get back to your old self. So book your free first treatment today. 813-288-2202. Or go to prestigemensmedical.com. And that's my final ruling.
This Memorial Day weekend, fire up the flavor at the Tampa Bay Barbecue Festival and Competition, May 23rd and 24th at Vinoy Park in St. Pete, with Rodney Adkins, Blackberry Smoke, and more. Enjoy award-winning barbecue, cold craft beer and cocktails, live music, games, and family fun. Celebrate the long weekend the Tampa Bay way. Tickets at TampaBayBarbecue.com.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
It's JP, Monica, 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Dizzy, from what I understand, is on his way. So I'm on the Bone YouTube page. I'm looking at the chat.
Oh, yeah?
Did I miss something this morning?
You mean,
I mean, there's all sorts of commenting going on around here about something happened on Mike's show. What happened?
There's never a short supply of drama in this joint. You know that.
Right.
Basically, I heard part of Mike Helter's show today when he was talking to Ian Beckles, who called in regards to this punch-out chit-chat that's been going around.
You know, I caught a little bit of Setting Show yesterday, and they were talking about, did I see it? I might have seen a Reels or a story or something, where they were talking about a fight, like show versus show, and it was going to be Pat Maroon for Setting Show against Ian Beckles they were talking about the idea, not that it was definitely happening, but they were talking about the idea of it.
Yes, and apparently, yeah, because it started just before that, when Ian Beckles he does the after show with Johnny B on Thursdays. And since Mike Helt had been talking about that and in possible shows, people representing the Bone shows or whatever, it was brought up to Ian Beckles about Pat Maroon. And he was like, he said he didn't want to do it, but like if he if he did do it, watch out, Pat Maroon. What you'd say if you're getting ready to fight. Nothing over the top, nothing mean or vicious or anything like that.
Okay.
Well, then Pat Maroon called the John Senning show, and he heard what Ian had to say, and Pat took it some type of way, which everybody takes stuff differently. And Pat said something to the effect of, "Why is he coming at me like that? Why is he? I get fighting or whatever, but why has he got to say it like that?" Or he wasn't mad or whatever.
So it came off sideways.
Yes.
Pat.
To Pat, yes. And whatever, like I said, everybody takes things differently. Well, they played that audio. Well, part of what Pat said, and I don't have it verbatim, but part of what he said was, he's not scared, whatever, blah, blah, but something to the effect of...
Those are two big dudes.
I know.
Those are two big dudes.
I know. Something to the effect of Ian nobody knows who Ian Beckles is. Like he's not famous type of situation. And exactly everybody, and especially and that's my reaction. What are you talking? Like maybe Pat doesn't. He's in his own hockey world.
Yeah.
But in Tampa, Ian Beckles is definitely known.
Right. He spent how many years on the air on a sports station?
If nothing else, but he's also a former Buccaneer.
Plus played for the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
And he was in the Buccaneers 50
I would
thing,
say
all that stuff.
Some would say he's a radio legend. Ron and Ian was huge for a very long time. So, that was a little disrespectful, I think, and so that happened, and that happened on the air yesterday afternoon.
Okay.
And they were talking about it this morning on the morning show. They replayed it for Ian and kind of got his 2 cents out of it, that type of thing.
Okay. And that's it?
I mean, that's what happened.
That's what the whole thing, because I'm looking at comments here, and it looks like, is there a Dizzy? Did I miss the Dizzy and Ian thing? Did you just say something and I didn't?
Yeah, and I hate to say this, and he's not here to represent himself, but I'll just tell you what
happened.
It just
says, did Dizzy dip out after one of the comments, did Dizzy dip out after the conversation on Mike's show? And then...
I know Dizzy really looks up to Ian, and I know Ian and him are friends, and they hang outside of work. But basically,
Ian commented here, Dizzy is somewhere all hugged up with Pat Maroon.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh.
See, so, and I'm just going to say what happened. Again, Gareth can, say what he wants when he gets here, but basically, Ian heard the audio, and the fact that Pat Maroon says that about Ian not really being someone anybody knows, and Gareth not saying wait, what? Kind of like what you and I did. What? No, of course he didn't say anything. He just kind of laughed.
Okay.
And Ian on Mike Calder's show this morning was feeling some type of way about that and saying how he was disappointed and how he, I think in the beginning he said that Canadian's dead to me, but I could be wrong. But in essence, he was saying how disappointed he was and how he wished that, he expected, I think, Gareth to say something in his defense, and he didn't. So
I'm sure they'll work it out. This punch-out conversation is kind of taking on a life of its own quickly. Quickly.
I know.
Because somebody sent me an idea that you should fight Calta's daughter.
Why would I punch a 13-year-old?
I don't know. I thought it was a funny idea, though.
Why is that funny?
I don't know. I thought it was a funny idea.
Why would a 13-year-old punch a 55-year-old? None of
I don't know.
I
don't know. They were like, we have to get somebody in there. Dizzy wants to fight, was already ready to fight somebody. I have a post-surgical shoulder. I can't fight anybody. And somebody just sent me a message that you should fight Calta's daughter.
Well, they reiterated about 50 times this morning the whole rule of if this is going to happen is that nobody who works here can fight.
Oh, okay. So then Dizzy's not fighting anyway.
Yeah, and they made a joke about firing him for a day or something like that, whatever. But yeah, because he's part-time or whatever, you can just hire him back. But I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I know people are chomping at the bit for it. I just feel like it's been so long and I think it's the ideas that are being thrown out there, whether they happen or not, are getting people all amped up about it.
Yeah. I think this thing will take on a life of its own pretty quick. It's already got the people chatting, that's for sure.
Yeah. I don't want it to create internal beef.
Yeah. I'm getting soft in my old age. I don't want to see anybody arguing. I don't want to see anybody mad at each other. I don't even know who I am anymore.
You're welcome. It's my influence. And
I don't even know who
either.
I am anymore. I certainly don't want to see Ian and Dizzy go at it.
No, nobody does. Why would
and then,
want that?
as anytime I've been around the Punch-Out, it's never gotten ugly or personal you start trading barbs, whatever, a little bit, but there was never anything like...
I feel like Gareth and Ryan Hoppy was definite beef. They did
Yeah,
not like each other.
it was, but it was Hoppy. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so it wasn't like the idea of this Pat Maroon and Ian thing coming off feeling like, and again, I could be wrong, feeling like it's coming off heavy already. That's a different vibe. That's a whole different
but
vibe.
I don't think and maybe I'm wrong here, but just from hearing the audio and what happened back and forth, I don't see it. I don't see any real true beef. Like I see some smack talk out of both of them for whatever reason, but I don't feel a hate or an anger, a true anger, a true beef.
You would know better than I would.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I heard it, yeah.
You would certainly know better than I would because
I think if Ian were to sign up, and by the way, he started when he called in today. He started at 0. He's like, I thank you and everything, but 0% chance I'm doing this. And Mike, this is another time I wish I could swear. Mike flippin' Calta is so flipping good. You know how he is, right?
What'd he do?
He knows how to push buttons and twist and word things where then he's got Ian go. Ian came in at 0%, and Mike Calta just saying how Mike Calta says things to get things done. Yeah. And next thing you know, Ian, at one point Ian was 3%, and Mike was like, "Well, I guess that's more." Next thing you know, he's like at 11%. Like he keeps going, and Mike keeps talking to him, and he keeps going up. And
but also
my God.
give Ian credit for that too. He knows what he's doing.
Absolutely.
He's not new to this radio thing, that's for sure.
He's the one putting on these things, not So
I
yeah.
tell you, man, it's amazing to me how first off, the amount of drama that this radio station kicks up is crazy.
Insanity. I have a feeling, weird feeling there's that much drama in your building. You just don't know about it because you just don't talk to anybody.
No, it's not, and it's never on air stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Nothing drips out to the air. They might be, I want to strangle the other morning guy, but I don't talk about it on the air.
There's no talk station, and with the music stations, you have to abide by certain rules. Like if there were a talk station, don't act like you wouldn't talk about the morning guy.
Probably.
So like you have. You have whatever time in between songs to play dead guy and to do whatever. Your structure, all the music stations there are structured.
I tell you, during the golden era of the shock jock, when you had Howard Stern in mornings and Opie and Anthony in afternoons, in two different stations in New York City, but owned by the same company, and Opie and Anthony were going after Howard every day. I mean, relentless. And Opie and Anthony's listeners were called the Pests.
Why? Just cause?
They're called the Pests because they would just sick the pests on somebody. There was a target, they would sick the pests on someone, and it was a never-ending onslaught from the Pests against Howard and O&A against Howard and Anthony doing his impressions of Howard.
Was there real beef between Howard and O&A?
To the point, oh my God, yeah. To the point where Howard went to the guy who was running. That was when they were owned by Viacom, CBS Viacom. I worked for same company that owned MTV, whatever it was. The guy's name that ran the whole joint was Mel Karmazin. Mm-hmm. And Howard went to Mel and said, "I don't want these guys." Oh. And I think they want it. And then I think what happened after that is Howard left and went to Sirius, and they moved O&A to mornings on K-Rock on Howard's old station. And everything
David Lee Roth was mornings at one point there.
Not for long.
Okay, yeah, I know. I remember that.
Not for long. Yeah. Not for long.
Am I the only person who didn't listen to Howard Stern? I only listened to Howard Stern.
I don't know. Was he in the Tampa market? I don't even know if he was there.
I don't know. I mean, they were listening to him somehow. But I listened to him because I had to run. There was a 1.5-minute delay, and I had to run his board when the 10:10 a.m. ran his show. Mm-hmm. And I honestly, all he did a lot of time was just bitch about terrestrial radio. He couldn't wait to leave for Sirius, blah, blah, blah.
With that, the whole last year. I couldn't believe they didn't pull the plug on him.
I know, and I'm listening to that every single morning of my life. But honestly, I really started to get to like him. I'm like, if he'd just shut up about his terrestrial crap, he was actually, I liked him.
I can't listen to it. I can't hear him anymore. I cannot hear him anymore. I don't need somebody yelling at me about my politics and telling me I'm stupid and I need to die and all that kind of craziness. I'm like,
you mean like the president does for people?
Okay, guy. Yeah, but I have an option to not listen to him.
You're right.
You have an option to not listen to him too. You can shut it off.
It's on the news and then I have to hear it, and then I can turn it.
You don't have to hear anything.
If I'm listening to the news and it's the main news story,
click off.
I do click off, but there's no way to. I don't know what's going to happen, so I can't click it off before it happens.
But you're not going to Trump for entertainment.
No.
I'm going to the radios to listen to somebody to entertain. I'm to the interviews, to the stories, to the stuff going on behind the scenes. That's why I was going there. I did, once COVID hit, that dude lost his mind.
I haven't listened
Yeah.
since he wasn't here.
I know. I tell you what, too, the world does miss O&A, man. When they were firing on all cylinders.
Will Howard Stern be okay? So I didn't know he was doing all of that and everything, but will his legacy be the great Howard Stern, or will it be politics and all of this?
It'll always be the great. It'll be the great Howard Stern,
Good.
but because the people of our age, we remember the heyday. We remember when it was him and Jackie and Stuttering John, Jackie the Joke Man and Stuttering John and Fred and and all that stuff, and and then when it was Artie, and everybody remembers that stuff before things got serious and political talk came in, because he was never that guy. He was a blue collar guy. But then he wanted to start hanging out with the A-listers that he was interviewing, and all of a sudden the blue-collar guy, and he married a supermodel, so now he's not the everyday. He was the everyman, when he was coming up. He was the everyman. Yeah. And then he married a supermodel. He wasn't the everyman anymore. Yeah. Then everything changed. It is what it is.
He's still on the air.
Listen, shows grow.
But he's still on the air. He's not, and he's making a crap ton of money.
Shows grow, and that's cool. And you always hope that your audience grows with you. And I'm sure he's as many as he's lost, he's gained. So, this is what it is. He's not there worrying about my opinion of him, that's for sure.
You sure about that?
And we still anybody who does this all has to, I'm not saying we have to bow to the altar, but you have to, admit the obvious, that he's the one who kicked the doors open for the rest of us.
Absolutely.
No question about it. Great. No question about it. It's JP 125 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone.
Big winners, right?
The Bone Bonus. Congratulations, winner. You'd won $1,000.
Is this real? Seriously? Oh my gosh, this is incredible. And I won this listening to Drew Garabo Live, my favorite show on the bone. I'm about to go on vacation to see my kids here in a few days, and getting that $1,000 is going to be so helpful. Oh man, this is just awesome.
Keep listening to The Bone for your chance to win cold, hard cash. It's The Bone Bonus. Sponsored by Farrah & Farrah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarrahandFarrah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet? Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today. Call 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
You can feel summer creeping in, which means sand from the beach and sometimes a messy car. But with the unlimited membership plan at Bubble Down, you can go through anytime you need, with locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, Spring Hill, and now South Tampa. You'll have the cleanest car in town every time you Bubble Down.
Man, these nights have been cold.
Heh, not that cold.
Well, you're from Mississippi, honey. We're not used to winter in Florida.
Especially at night if your power goes out.
Yeah, if that happens, call Bolt Electric.
And we're on our way.
Better yet, call us before that happens to you.
We'll give you our home electrical health and safety check so you can rest comfortably.
We're also experts in installing whole home surge protection.
Guaranteed to protect your electrical system from energy surges.
Just call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
Turn up the temperature tonight at the Gold Club, where Tampa Bay comes to play. The hottest lineup, the boldest atmosphere, with more VIP rooms, more stages, and more champagne rooms than any other club. Experience it for yourself at the Gold Club, 6222 East Adamo Drive.
Facing an injury is tough, but choosing the right attorney shouldn't be. I'm Mo DeWitt, your Tampa injury attorney. With my zero-fee guarantee, you won't pay a single dime unless we get you money for your injuries. No hidden costs, no upfront fees, just dedicated, hardworking lawyers when you need them the most. Why wait? If you're injured on the go, visit justcallmo.com or give us a call at 1-800-CALL-MO. It's that easy.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. 102.5 The Bone. It's talk radio where we say what we want all day long. You know that crazy you think about all day, every day? Well, you may think it, but we say it. That is 102.5 The Bone. Real raw radio. And now, back to JP.
A Monday warrior, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride.
102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio, about 17 minutes away from the Bone Bonus. Your shot for $1,000. 800-771-1025. That is the phone number. We have Mr. Dizzy in.
I'm back, baby.
You okay?
What's up, guys? Yeah. Just, went and did my ketamine treatment. You've done it before. You don't just jump into stuff like get on the mic right after. You're a little loopy from it.
What made you think doing that before work was a good idea?
It wasn't my idea. It was recommended to me by someone. I'll tell you off air. But
okay.
It was just kind of like, dog, go. Long story short, had a rough night. I was spiraling. Bad space I was in mentally with a lot of stuff with my pops and, just all that stuff. Hit me.
Yeah.
And like 2020, I've told you guys this. I was in a dark place. Dark place. And it was just like I was seeing the signs of like, this is where I was at before I started spiraling into like that depression that you can't pull the sunken place, I call it. Right?
Right.
And I just felt that. And, John,
yeah,
me and him were having a talk. He called me up and we had to talk. And then he told me, he's like, man, let's go ketamine treatment in the morning. The idea was I was supposed to get here on time. But because when I went and hooked up, they hooked me up to the machines, but it wasn't plugged in. So it wasn't.
Took you longer?
Yeah. I didn't go under till like 15 minutes in. So
were you wondering? Were you like, wait, what?
I think I fell asleep in the chair waiting, and I was like, wow, this is a different experience. Maybe I'm going through a lot. And then after it, Deb, she's like, it took you a while to get in, right? I was like, yeah. She goes, yeah. We didn't have you hooked up in the first 10. But once I did,
yeah,
just feeling great, scrubbing the brain.
Just feel lighter.
Yes. So,
good.
Yeah. So that's what took me so long. But I'm here.
Yeah?
Yeah. Ready to have some fun.
You want to get to the bottom of this Ian stuff or what?
Oh man, Buckles the Clown. Let's do it. I didn't say that. Was in my words. That wasn't my words.
I did leave that part out, JP.
Oh, you didn't hear about that?
You called him Buckles the Clown?
Not me.
No,
Not me.
no,
Mike.
no.
I think Mike did. Who did?
I think it was. I heard it out of Gio's mouth first that instead of Ian Beckles, because Ian was not going to fight, that he was Ian Buckles.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it started with Pat Maroon hearing the clips. John played the clips for him.
Right.
And, I don't know if you heard the whole setup. It's Sending Show versus Mike's show.
Right. Yeah. I was going to say, because we just talked about this in the last segment.
Oh, okay.
But we had people in the chat on YouTube saying, I wonder if you're not here because what happened with Ian or what happened with Pat Maroon, the whole deal. Like people saying you turned your back on your boy.
Oh no! I mean that's crazy because at the end of the day, like I told Ian this, I was like, bro, you were in Hoppy's corner when I fought him. Like, so
he was. I forgot about that. Well, but you guys also were in a different part of your relationship.
Yeah.
At that point in time, but he was in Hoppy's corner. I forgot about that. He was,
I was
all
like,
in on Hoppy.
it's not that serious. I go, it's Sending Show versus Mike's show. So of course I'm in Sending Show corner. That's the show I'm on. So as much as it sucks, they volunteered you. You're on Mike's show. You're in his corner. I have to have when I'm part of the team, I got to have the team's back. So, it's kind of like the Bucks player Bane when he was like. When they're like your college players that you're going to see in the NFL, he goes, they ain't my boys no more. I go, I'm on this team right now. This is the team I'm on.
That's why we needed, because in my head I was like, yeah, that was kind of wrong, guy. But I understand where that's why we needed your point of view. There was a reason.
Yeah.
Now, how does Ian feel when after you said that to him?
I mean, he was joking with me. I imagine he was joking with me through text. And if Ian was really pissed off and didn't want to deal with me, I don't think I would get the text.
Yeah,
like joking, like anything. Talking about it, he'd just be like, well, F this guy. I'm not even talking to him.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's upset. It would be crazy if he is.
Well,
Be upset with John. He played the clips.
I don't know if it'd be crazy. After you explained it, I would hope he would see your point of view. But I think just in that moment, like if it's me, I'm putting myself in his shoes. If it's that moment and he's hearing crap talked about him and who he thought was his boy.
Yeah. What was the crap? I talked.
Well, no, I'm saying Pat Maroon was talking crap, and then you didn't. When he said that about him not being famous in town, and you're not going, oh, wait, what? People know him here.
Yeah,
like, I know my feelings would be hurt.
I didn't even think of that. I was just letting Pat cook. I was like, oh, this is gonna. I was doing my Don King. I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be a fight to remember. They're both taking jabs at each other.
Save it for the ring. You see Rocky V? Save it for the ring. Save it for the ring.
Oh goodness.
But hopefully you still have your friend. You'll know whether he's pissed at you or not if you guys are in a little bit of a circle and he passes the joint past you.
Oh, is that the international?
If he don't hand it to you, he ain't happy.
Like, oh man, he really did. My dad's mad.
They did ask, are you allowed to go into Dignitary Cafe after this? And he said yes. So.
There we go.
As a paying customer, you are. He's not going to turn green is good. He's not going to turn away anybody with cash.
Yeah, no, I think we're good, man. Again, I think Ian's the type of guy. If it was really that serious, he'd be like, "We need to have a talk. Can you slide by?" And he would tell me, and I'd be like, "You're being a little bitch." No, I'm playing.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I absolutely
you
wouldn't. Not to his face. I'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm so
He's-
sorry," and then I leave. I go, "Oh, what a little."
He'll
bitch.
smack the taste out of your mouth.
Yeah, I'm not no Pat Maroon. He'll slap me without thinking about it.
Yeah, that's for sure. No, hopefully everything is cool. I don't know why I'm getting so soft. Like I don't want to see anybody.
You're not
fighting.
soft. You actually care and have a heart, and there's nothing wrong with caring and having a heart.
Hey, Diz, keep an eye on the hotline.
I know, because I think whoever was just trying to call has the old hotline.
Oh.
Because the light was
blinking,
flashing for the old one.
Okay.
So they need the new one.
Hold on.
I saw it in the background, but I'm like, that's the old hotline.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter? You got it?
No.
Just call the regular number. It's not like there's a.
Yeah.
I think you'll get through.
This is gonna be Big Brother's trying to call in.
Nope. Still the old number.
Ian, you have the real number. Say it again, JP.
800-771-1025.
He's calling the old hotline. I can see the light. It's lighting up right
And
now.
it can't come, and it doesn't come up.
No,
on
the new
board.
hotline lights up over there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like.
That one, I don't even know where that one is. It's like a light switch that you don't, when you turn it on off and nothing happens. That's what's happening with the hotline right now.
Okay. We'll get to him in a second.
We're all working through this.
What'd you say?
I said we're all working through this.
I know. We're all just trying to get it all figured out.
I mean, as long as, like I said, I just don't want, I don't want there to be any beef between anybody on this station. But, as long as.
Line 1.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm just going to put him straight on the air.
Yeah, that's it. What's up, Ian? How are you,
How
man?
you guys doing?
Hey, what's up? That's not Ian.
I don't know personally, but the way he took it is that he basically Dizzy dogged him, and he looked up to him really well, and he said he don't want to have nothing to do with the guy. That's what he said in the radio today.
Yeah,
but he said he's more than welcome to go into his shop because he don't kick nobody out. That was on the radio today. I don't know. I'm just a listener.
No, you're not just a listener. We
him.
appreciate you, man. I think Ian's calling in now, so we should. Is he on the line?
Basically everything. No.
He's not there?
No, I don't know if he doesn't have I don't know.
Yeah, thanks, man.
He's right. Everything he said is right. He did say that he doesn't kick, that he can come to Dignitary because they don't kick anybody out. And also, Ian said something to the effect of, because Mike was like, are you mad at him or whatever? And Ian just said, I don't waste time on being mad. It doesn't accomplish anything. I love that.
He doesn't.
I love that so
He's
much.
like sometimes
Zen.
you
He's so
talk.
flippin' zen.
He's like Yoda.
And I love it. And good. It's healthy. You see what it's doing for him, right?
All right, he's on.
What's up, Ian?
How you doing, brother? Dizzy didn't even say hi to me. He didn't even say hi.
He didn't even say hi.
Awkward.
No.
Well, because I didn't know it was you, first of all. I said, is that you, Ian? What's up?
It's too late.
No, I said that when I answered. I said, is that you, Ian? What's up? I didn't say hi.
He's saying too late. He don't even want to talk to you now.
Here we go.
Do you want us to pot? Do you want us to pot Dizzy down so he can't even reply? Is that what you want?
No, listen, I would have no problem with Dizzy. Dizzy's my brother, and Dizzy's going to be my brother when I die. That's on everything I love. He knows he was wrong yesterday. You gotta when somebody speaks against your boy, you gotta have your boy's back. That's the only thing that bothered me.
Okay, I'll give you that. I didn't know that you felt that way, and that it looked like I was just like, oh man, F Ian.
No, it's not. It's not about feeling away. If I'm on a radio show and somebody says Monica is this, and I go, whoa. Monica has done a lot of stuff. I'll have all you guys back. I just want to know everybody that my people have my back, and I just didn't hear it yesterday. That's all.
Okay,
I have you back.
Well, I apologize.
I know you do.
Same.
My wife's definitely gonna have you back. That's for sure.
Maybe he'll have her back. Heyo.
Yeah, right. She likes you. She can't wait till you come up to New York. That's for sure.
So pervy.
I'm excited. It'll be fun.
I and Diz, just so you know, and Monica knows this. I stuck up for Monica on Twitter. Was it Twitter yesterday? On Facebook? Yesterday, because some guy was being a dick.
Yeah, it's about having each other's backs. I'm with you. I get the sentiment. Thank you.
I had her back. I could have just left it there. I didn't. I had her back.
You could have laughed and said, yeah, she's so stupid, but you didn't, and thank you.
Because you know what, Diz? It's teamwork that makes the dream work, bro.
I like that.
It is.
Takes a village.
Yeah, you need to learn that a little bit.
He's young. He's still young, kinda.
Okay, I will say this. Hold on. I will say this, and Gareth knows I'm telling all the truth right now. Especially with Ryan Hoppy and certain people that work here, whenever something happens, I always say that. Well, they're young. They're just learning.
Yeah.
And whenever I say that, they're not really young anymore. And I'm just giving them excuses.
Right.
So I think this applies in Gareth's case. He's younger, but he ain't an 18-year-old kid.
Well, it's funny you bring up Hoppy because this happened with Hoppy because I had Hoppy's back in tenfold. And then I hear Mike Olivero tells me Hoppy's talking bad about me. I'm like, come on, he would never do that. And I wouldn't think that Gareth ever talks bad about me.
Oh, absolutely.
No, I don't know.
No, okay.
I don't know.
It's up for question. I got you. Yeah.
Well, if you really want to know, call me after the show.
Yeah.
I'll fill you in.
Can he earn back your trust? Can he earn it back, like in time?
You can only get back to a certain level. There's a level that's gone now, though, unfortunately.
So he can hang out at Dignitary, but he can't have any of the great barbecue when that comes out. Does that sound fair?
No, listen, he was claiming to be my son 2 months ago, and I embraced him like my son. Like my real son wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
I embraced him like my son. And yesterday he's keying with Mr. Sending and Pat Moron, whatever his name is. And then, I have to listen to it.
Man, now I'm laughing. Pat's going to be mad at me. I can't laugh when people say good jokes.
Got to pick a side, brother. Pick a side.
You got to pick a side. That's the truth.
What side did you pick in my fight, Ian?
I was in Hoppy's corner, but I never lost my allegiance to you. I always had love for you. And if somebody talked bad about you, I'd have your back. And you know that.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
we'll figure it out. We're
We're
all working
different.
through this.
We're different type brothers. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
For a minute there, Monica, I felt like we were building bridges.
Same.
Now I feel like we just took some dynamite to it. All right, thanks, Ian. I'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Anytime, brother.
Love you, Dad.
Oh, no.
man.
He hung up. He hung up on you.
Oh, God.
I don't know what
love
to do here.
I love that dude.
When
He's
does
a
he get
good
to
guy.
you?
Huh?
When's he coming to visit you?
I got to talk to him about that. The concert's August 1st.
Oh.
So I don't know how long he's coming up for. I don't know if he's coming up before and staying after or what the plan is. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We shall figure it out. Well, welcome back, Diz. Glad you're feeling a little bit better.
Now,
Glad
here's my thing. This
your brain
isn't
got
going
scrubbed.
to this ain't going to pile on and start refilling up your brain with crap, is it?
No. If it's really that serious, I'll hit up Ian on the way back. Be like, "You need to have a conversation, dog."
Yeah.
Is it really that serious, or is it just we're having fun here?
If Ian is smart, he doesn't answer a couple of text messages, doesn't answer a couple of phone calls, and just lets it sit there for a little while.
You know what I liked? Which, by the way, I also like Pat Maroon. He's always
Oh,
super cool
no.
to me when I come in here. I don't really know him all that well, but he's always cool when he comes in. Took a picture with him and stuff. But Ian said Pat Moron, whatever his name is.
And you giggled.
Oh, it was funny.
I laugh too. So again, I'm gonna probably get in trouble with Pat. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna laugh when he says it? You're gonna stick up for me?"
All right, we'll be right back.
Open your heart.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Did you miss the Mike Calta show today?
My husband is attracted to me, so it's like,
For now.
why would I go and do a procedure that could possibly make me worse, where I'm really not that bad to begin with?
Right, exactly.
You
More
know?
people should have that. And then
That's a good attitude, Carmen.
And then also,
Carmen,
like
not
my-
that bad.
Exactly. I'm okay.
Could be worse. Could be way worse.
It could be way worse.
Listen to the Mike Calta show every weekday morning at 6 a.m. on The Bone. Or anytime with the full show replay on the free 102.5 The Bone app.
Summer is a time to grow and play, but for many local children, it's also when school meals stop and hunger begins. You can help provide the meals kids need to stay active, keep learning, and dream big during the break. Help us fuel a summer of possibilities for children across Tampa Bay. To join the mission, visit cerealforsummer.org.
At Farah & Farah, our power comes from lawyers who believe in your case. Tampa.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
I want you to take a moment and think of one thing that you really wanted to do recently, but you didn't because your foot, leg, or back pain got in the way. Hi, it's Dan from the Good Feet store. Well, you're not alone. We hear it all the time. Folks fed up with living with the pain that's been keeping them from doing what they love, looking to us for a solution. That's why we're here, to help you get back out there. Good Feet arch supports from the Good Feet store are designed to alleviate, even eliminate, foot, knee, hip, and back pain. Plus, provide improved balance, more comfort, and, well, a better life. Let us show you how we can help turn your pain into possibilities with a free fitting at the Good Feet store. You'll be personally fit by an arch support specialist, and you'll walk around, see how they feel. Then you decide if they're right for you before you buy. With over 200 stores, there's likely one just a hop, skip, and a you-know-what from you. Find yours at goodfeet.com.
Stop by any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota today, or visit us at goodfeet.com.
Hey, it's Drew Garabo. Quick question as the year gets rolling. When it comes to your health, would you rather know what's going on inside your body or just hope that everything's fine? A lot of people who feel great have no clue something is bubbling beneath the surface until it's too late. That's why I want to tell you about our friends at Kraft Body Scan and a really smart way to take care of your health and get this year started in the right way. Right now, Kraft Body Scan is offering you their couples heart and lung scan, a scan valued at over $2,500 for only $99. It's quick, it's non-invasive, and it can give you real peace of mind or an early heads up before symptoms ever show up. And it's something you and your loved one can do together. To take advantage of it, go to togetherwescan.com or call 813-851-1000. Make sure you use the promo code DREW50. This year, don't just hope everything's okay. okay. Start the year knowing. Again, that's togetherwescan.com, 813-851-1000 with promo code DREW50. That's DREW50.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hey, it's Alex Flores from Furman Chevrolet in Brandon. You know, as a veteran, it's important to me that men and women who served our country always feel welcome here because you deserve it. And there's a reason we're #1 Chevy dealer in Tampa. At Furman Chevy Brandon, we say yes. Yes to transparent pricing, no dealer add-ons, no inflated markups. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And from me personally to all my brothers and sisters who served in the armed forces, yes, you are always welcome here. Come see us on Alamo Drive or visit FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy of Brandon. Together, let's drive.
Badger Bob's is now in Tampa Bay. Hey, it's Galvin. Got an electrical problem? You can mention hanging a chandelier, panel upgrade, circuit breaker repair, or EV car charger installation. Limited time offer. Your service call fee is waived with approved electrical repair. Whole home backup generator installation for only $134.99 per month. 0 down in all future repairs, and annual maintenance are no additional charge ever. Get a free estimate for generator installation today. BadgerBobs.com. Electrical license EC130092994.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Guys, if I could just have your attention.
Let's go! Turn it on now!
You might want to check this one out. All right, here we go. Stay right where you are. Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this.
Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go,
Are you ready?
JP, 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio, hour number 2 of the show, brought to you by JustCallMo.com, Tampa's injury attorneys. 800-771-1025, but let's go try to give you $1,000.
Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. Sponsored by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
drink. As in, if Monica won the $1,000 and you ask her what she's going to do with it, she's going to say...
Drink.
Drink. All right. Go to the free 1025 The Bone app now and look for where it says The Bone Bonus and put in the word drink. You have until 12:30 for your shot to win the $1,000. Good luck.
I'll be drinking at 1:35.
Oh, yeah? What are you doing?
Takes me about 25 minutes to get home, change into a bathing suit, go to the pool, and start drinking.
Oh, that's right. You're doing a little girls' happy hour, right?
Yeah, a little Friday happy hour. I like when we can pull this off because it's always a good time. And then what happens at my complex is so weird.
How many beyond middle-aged women will be there?
What's middle age?
In the 40s. That's why I said beyond middle age.
Oh.
Double nickels. You're dead after that. You don't have halfway. You're on the other side of halfway.
No, I've got 45 years left minimum because I'm living till I'm 100. So I'm halfway right around now. But I mean, when there's no 20-year-olds there, if that's what you're asking, that I know.
Like how many of your girlfriends are going to be there?
There might be like 4 or 5 of us or so. It's not a huge party.
Well, the creepy guy that watches you from across the way, is there a chance he might just stroll over?
There is no creepy guy. This is the funny part. I can guarantee this is how it always happens. We're there and we're having fun and there's music and I made sandwiches and there'll be snacks and drinks and whatever. And then at around 6:30, 7 o'clock-ish, right before the sun's going to go down, but like not before it's started yet, there's this guy that shows up every time. He's Hispanic of some origin. I don't know. I've never asked. And he has this big, huge... Remember kicker boxes back in the day that would go back into the...
Kicker box or boom box?
No, a kicker. Like that you would put in the back of your... Yeah, in the back of the car. Well, it's not a kicker box, but it's a Bluetooth that looks exactly like a kicker box.
My kids have one of those.
It's like huge, yeah. Anyway, he coming down with his girlfriend that is... just smoking hot. Like she needs to be in a pageant of some sort with her body and her boobs and her little bikini that's for show more than use. And like it's the same thing every time. And they come down and my little tiny little what's the name of that not Tetratonic or whatever the Bluetooth speaker is that I have, that goes away.
Oh yeah.
And this guy, but the good news is since he started coming, we've let it be known that we like 90s dance music or whatever. So he plays what we want to play and like hip hop, 90s hip hop and that sort of thing. So it'll be fun and it'll go till the sun comes down and
then everybody leaves.
And then it was supposed to close at 9, but we usually stay till like 10. Oh.
Okay.
There's a UFL game on tonight at 8 though, so I might leave at some point.
You're gonna leave your own friends to go inside and watch a football game nobody cares about but you?
I do care about it.
I said just you.
I know. And USF softball plays on ESPN tonight too, so shut up. I like who I like.
You are too much, man.
Anyway, so that's So pool party at Monica's. Come on over. You're more than welcome. Yeah.
Are you either one of you following what happened yesterday with Britney Spears?
I saw a headline and I could not believe it, so I opened it and talk about getting blown out of proportion. People are just now looking.
Well, I don't disagree with you. However, there was a guy who is an entertainment writer. So the story is she was at a restaurant called the Blue Dog Tavern in L.A., and she was with her assistant and her bodyguard, and she was apparently started barking in the restaurant.
But tell them why. Tell them why.
Well, hold on. Well, here's the thing. She was barking in the restaurant. Her rep is giving a side of the story. Whether that's the real story, we all know when the PR firms get in there, when the PR people get in there, and the reps get in there, you know they're going to shade the story to her side, right? And I'm not saying she's not. I'm not saying they're not telling the truth, but there are definitely people in that restaurant that are telling a very different story, and the ones that they've interviewed are telling the same story.
The ones that are being interviewed and who were there in the restaurant that aren't her PR people also are looking for I saw Britney Spears do this. It's to be able to talk and do that. If they're minding their own business, they're not even talking to the press.
Well,
if they're going to hear a woman barking, they're going to, Britney Spears is barking in a restaurant. If you tell them the reason why she was barking.
Well, I'll get to that part. I'll get to what her rep is saying went on. So the story is that she was acting erratic on a night out, and she started barking like a dog, and she was walking around the restaurant wielding a knife. Now, we all know she's done that before. I'm not saying this isn't blown out of proportion. I'm just saying the story that the rep is telling one story, and the witnesses are telling a different story. There's one woman who was a witness, felt like her life was in danger because she was walking. She knows how erratic she can be, and she was walking towards her with the knife. She got scared. Was she overreacting? I don't know. I'm not in her shoes. Now, her rep, Monica, you can't say that with certainty because you weren't there.
No, you're right. And I can't. And that woman has a right to feel. If she truly felt she was in danger, that's awful and it's wrong. I will say this also. In addition, two things can be true, as I always say. She can also be overreacting, and that's just her remembering Britney Spears is out of, and in her head she's got preconceived notion of Britney Spears. So if Britney Spears was innocently and tell them the reason why she had a knife walking by, she might have jumped to conclusions that were unnecessary that put herself in a panic versus what Britney Spears was actually doing.
Her rep said, and this is the quote from her rep, Britney was enjoying a quiet dinner with her assistant and bodyguard. She was simply telling a story about how her dog was barking at the neighbors. At no point did she put anyone in danger with a knife. She was cutting her hamburger in half. This constant attack on everything that she does, and this is exactly what happened 20 years ago when the media tried to depict Britney as a bad person. This is ridiculous, and it needs to stop now. Now, her rep is doing her job.
Yeah.
1,000%. However, now I want you to think about this. Me, you, and Diz, and I know you're ripping my English apart right now.
The three of us.
Absolutely.
The three of us
Okay, there it is.
the three of us are sitting at a table. If I'm telling you a story about my dog barking at the neighbors, even if I bark, do you think anybody past our table is going to hear me? No. Do you think I'm going to bark?
Know.
Do you think I'm going to bark, you're going to bark, or this is going to bark loud enough for anybody else to hear you?
I think I'm loud.
Play the odds.
And if she, I think, and you could be right, or in other words, you're not completely right that they wouldn't, and I'm not completely right that they would. Here's the thing.
If you were loud, I would go, all right, calm down. We're right here.
Yeah, exactly. Dial it back.
And maybe they
what are you,
did.
DMX? Relax, dog. You're not on stage.
Maybe
where my dog's at?
But if she really were describing how her dog was barking at the neighbor, she wasn't describing it because the dog was being quiet. She was describing it because it was annoying the neighbor, and so she's saying really loud, like this is what the dog did, arr, arr, or whatever. My point is,
you're growing up in a restaurant.
But she's also allowed. Have you always acted perfectly? Like, I go to places and you could easily say Monica's acting erratic just because I'm having fun and letting loose. It doesn't mean I'm crazy or your life is in danger. It just means I like to have fun a different way than you like to have fun.
So at what point should she start to, remember, she just got the DWI, right? She ended up going to rehab, right? She came out of rehab early. They got the case knocked down. She doesn't have DUI. They charged her with some other stuff, so she doesn't have a felony. Not a felony, but she doesn't have a DUI on her record. She's got to go to like drug and alcohol counseling and stuff like that, right? At what point do you dial it back? At what point do you maybe not bark in a restaurant and start walking around with a knife? But you know what I'm saying? Like at some point, a normal thinking human being would be like, you know what? It's time to look in the mirror and take a breath here and be like, I got to figure, I got to handle things differently. I don't think you're coming right off the heels of that into, that was more like the seal. She starts.
You even do the things of a seal. I don't think it's
she starts spinning a ball on her nose, walking down the aisle.
She's a chimp with an organ. Listen, I understand what you're saying, and yes, in this situation, some people would handle it absolutely, and I'm not saying they were right or wrong, but they would handle it. I'm dialing it way down because people are talking or whatever. Some people are like, I am me. I know I'm not crazy. I am working on myself, like she said, she's on a spiritual or whatever. But I'm also going to have fun and be myself, no matter what the public says, because I'm an adult and allowed to do that. So she might not, just because she doesn't tone it way down, doesn't mean that she's crazy or that she's erratic or knife-wielding maniac but ready to kill you. It just means she's not catering or doing what the public thinks that she should do.
Well,
I would suck to be her is all I'm saying. Like, I don't want everybody.
You know what's funny? We had, on the other show this morning, we had Daniel Baldwin, the actor, one of the brothers, right? Mm-hmm. They're all from Long Island. Mm-hmm. And he's probably the least known out of all the brothers. I didn't even know why we were having him, but he turned out to be one of the best guests we have ever had in 26 years. I mean, my man just hit the ground running, and he was telling stories. And, he starts telling the stories about banging Shaka Khan and like all these stories. I was like, wait, what? He's like in a limousine.
If you're banging Shaka Khan, are you on top and you're going, Shaka Khan, and you're timing the thrust? Shaka
Well,
Khan.
he started singing Shaka Khan. Right? He started singing the whole thing. And he's like acting like he's banging her from behind and he's snorting lines and the whole deal.
You're like, Shaka Khan.
Right. Shaka
Khan. Let me rock you, Shaka Khan.
So he's telling all these stories about banging this one, banging that one, and so just unleashed. Yeah, he's sober now, but he's got great story. He was in his mother has a big breast cancer charity on Long Island. They have an event this weekend, so they reached out to us to see if they can come in, and we ended up having. I wasn't sure about. He ended up, like I said, being great. But he said to me, and I've said this before a million times. He goes, "I had to leave L.A. because once you get labeled that guy, that party guy, this, that, the other thing, it just never ends." He goes, "But what I found, and I've said this on the air a million times." He goes, once you leave L.A., it all goes away. Yeah. No one's following you around. They're not everywhere you are. They're not paying people. They're not paying your friends. None of that stuff. He goes, once you leave, and I said this about this chick too. You want your life back? Get out of Dodge. Now, should you have to? No, but this is the world we live in. This is the world of celebrity. This is what you signed up for. But if you leave and you go back to Ass Crack, Louisiana, where you're from, I guarantee you the paparazzi is not following you there.
To a certain degree, like if you're Britney Spears and there's people whose jobs is to figure out where she's going, they can easily find her in this day and age. And I told you I read her book. And they followed her. They followed her to Louisiana in her little tiny town where she just wanted to go and be with family.
Yeah, at the time when she was a giant megastar.
Yeah.
But now that she's quote unquote crazy or she's acting erratic or the DUI and all of that, they're gonna still follow her right now because she's got headlines.
I don't know if the story is that gripping where it's like we got to go get this story of her acting crazy. You know, the thing she does all the time.
You know what I think, to Monica? I think she can go to Louisiana and everything will be cool unless she starts barking in a restaurant and walking around with a knife. Then somebody's going to get it on their phone and it's going to end up on social media. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if she goes there and chills and like kind of gets her act together.
We can't tell her how to act.
I'm not telling her how to act. I'm just telling her how to avoid the situation she's in.
I just feel like I think of, to be honest with you, I think of how I act when I'm with my cousins and we're on full-on cousin mode and we're drinking and we're having a good time. We've done way worse than barking. Like and people would look in, like you said, grown adults in a restaurant. We don't care. We're in our own world having a good time. And it doesn't make me erratic or threatening anyone's life. It just makes me having fun and not caring what people think.
But you don't have a history of effed up behavior behind it.
I have a history of drinking. People
they don't know you. You're not that celebrity, especially if you go home.
I'm not saying I'm Britney Spears. What I'm saying is people can look at me and think certain thoughts, and
But you're not Britney.
I know, but what I'm saying is for her, I'm saying with her already having that, and like Bill, the Baldwin guy, I don't want to get the wrong one, said it could follow you. So like she's people are going to think. Already, that woman who said she was afraid for her life, I'm not saying she doesn't have a right to fear, and I hope she was okay and felt safe later, but she's got a preconceived notion. And Britney Spears should just be acting normal.
The Daniel Baldwin thing this morning, he started telling a story. He's putting some movie together, and you know, it's not a major distribution movie. It's like a small kind of side project kind of thing, but his brother Alec is in it, and he's telling a story. I'm like, try not to kill anybody. You know, try not to shoot anybody.
Too soon.
Try not to shoot anybody. And all of a sudden, and I said too soon, and he just looked at me, and I thought that was going to be the end of it. Yeah. And my man just rolled with the punch. He's like, yeah, he got himself into it on that one, huh? I was like, and he was like full blown Monica. You would love it. This guy was just talking smack about his brothers.
Yeah, but you don't think he left there saying never doing that show again?
Not a chance. We took pictures. He would hug it out. He's like, listen, man, if you want to come to this thing, just text me, and he gave me his number, the whole deal. It was great. He was great.
Well, I'm glad you have a new friend and a Baldwin.
I do have a new friend and a Baldwin.
Aren't they?
With kindred spirits.
I don't know. For some reason, I thought you hated Alec.
I do. So much. I think he does too.
Really?
Oh.
I think so.
Who was the one on 30 Rock?
Alec.
Oh, I like
Alec.
him.
So do I. He's fun.
Yeah, not if you lived here.
Oh,
Not if you lived here. I mean, he's always in the paper for like, yelling at people over parking spots, punching paparazzi.
Acting erratically?
Huh?
Acting erratically?
Oh yeah, 100%. Running with the law, and then shooting somebody in the face is not really a good look, and killing somebody, that's not really a great look either. He's not likable around here, at least. The rest of the country probably has no idea what he's up to. All right, dead dude in the envelope. We have a black American guy that you know from the world of sports. He is a champion in his sport. He is a Hall of Famer in his sport, and he's a multiple all-star guy. He did it all. Munifa.
You said all-star, and I was going to guess one thing, but all-star.
Hey, now. You're an all-star.
Leads me to believe baseball. Was it baseball?
No, sorry. Mr. Deezy?
Was this brother a football player?
He was not a football player.
That's what I was going to say.
No football, no baseball. 800-771-1025. One more time, we got an African-American guy from sports. He's a champion in his sport. He's an all-star in his sport. He's a Hall of Famer in his sport. He's the real deal. Not baseball, not football. 800-771-1025. You ask yes or no questions. If you get a yes, you get to go again. If you get a no, we move on to the other calls. Put the clues together. What are you laughing at?
Sorry, is it swimming?
It's
not swimming.
You ain't get me in that one. Okay. Not falling for it. Put the clues together. Win fantastic prizes. It's Dead Guy in the Envelope. 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 1025 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Life's full of thrills, like watching your kid take the field under the lights. But for the accident attorneys at Farah & Farah, one thrill beats them all.
It's the thrill of knowing the work paid off. Every step, every checklist, every piece in place. Because when it all clicks and I've gotten to tell clients, we did it, you're covered, those are the moments that have stuck with me. Those are the moments I want more of. Yeah, we're built for that.
Farah & Farah, Tampa.
Hey, it's Mike Calder from 1025 The Bone to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. They've been authorized to sell 200 new Chevys between now and Memorial Day, priced below market value. Do not miss the Stingray Memorial Day event. Have you heard? Trade-in values are up. Trade into a lower payment. You owe it to your family. Upgrade before the best new Chevys are sold, because when they're gone, they're gone. Visit stingraychevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
A family office is a team built to handle the three biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today, 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Hey, it's JP. Look, I don't need to be an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every day. It's awful. Do me a favor. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on the bone. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Just call Mo.com.
When the summer sun is bringing the heat, there's only one place that can't be beat. From spicy nights to toys that tease, XTC and Planet X aim to please. Too hot to sleep? Too hot to chill? Come grab some fun that fits the bill. Lingerie, novelties, games galore, and maybe a little something more. So when the forecast says heat wave tonight, turn up the passion and fun tonight. When passion calls and desire is a must, your secret is always safe with us.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Prestige Men's Medical Center restores men's sex lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Prestige Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Prestige Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 813-288-2202. 813-288-2202. Take control of your sex life. Call now. 813-288-2202.
Ken Ganley Kia.
We're the #9 Kia dealer in the country and going for #1. Here's what that means for you. We're training every day, working hard to earn your business on every deal, stocking more inventory than ever. Because when we have the most inventory, you save big. Simple. And that's how you get to #1. Lease the all-new 2027 Telluride for just $277 per month. We may be coming for #1, but the real winner is you.
For offer details, call 727-853-1390.
Tampa Bay, get ready to eat, drink, listen, and enjoy. The Tampa Bay Barbecue Festival and Competition is May 23rd and 24th at Vinoy Park in St. Pete, featuring Rodney Atkins, Blackberry Smoke, and more. Enjoy award-winning barbecue, cold craft beer and cocktails, live music, games, and more. Get your tickets now at TampaBayBarbecue.com.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
It's Dead Guy in the Envelope, but if you missed it before, you got a couple minutes left for the Bone bonus. You got literally less than 5 minutes left, and the word is drink. So go to the app, put in the word drink. Hopefully you can win that $1,000 just in the nick of time. 800-771-1025. It is Dead Guy in the Envelope, and this guy is a African-American guy you know from the world of sports. He is a champion in his sport. He's an all-star. He's a Hall of Famer, all that good stuff. Let's do Artie on line 7. Go ahead, buddy.
Hi, Monica, JP, and Daisy. Is the Dead Guy in the envelope is a boxer?
No, he's not a boxer. He is not. Rick, line 6.
Hey, was he a basketball player?
He was.
Did he play on the Lakers?
He did.
Oh, doctor.
I'm going Kobe Bryant.
No. This guy played on a bunch of teams. You don't necessarily know him as a...
Laker only.
Yeah, you don't know him
Would he be
as
considered GOAT status in basketball?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. This is going to end quick. Viking guy, line 2.
Does his name rhyme with stilts?
Yep.
Is it Will the Stilt?
Wilt the Still Chamberlain is the Dead Guy in the Envelope. I think this is 2 days in a row where it went fairly quickly.
And then I feel like the third day was really not long at all.
I have performance anxiety now.
Awesome, man.
All right. Chris Stapleton or Dave Matthews?
Chris Stapleton.
All right. You got a pair of tickets to see Chris Stapleton at Ray J, June 13th. Congratulations to you. Hold on. Yes. Wilt Chamberlain is the Dead Guy in the Envelope.
We haven't been able to use our new Nerd Note song. I got it all here already and everything, and I never.
Let's hear it.
Oh, you want to hear it anyway?
Let's hear the ones you got.
Okay, so this is the one. I haven't.
Are
heard
they all
it.
as long as the last one was way too long?
I don't know. I haven't heard any of these. Here we go.
Yeah, the other one was a full song.
Dead guy in the envelope. Guess it's flying everywhere. JP's running down the phones. Dizzy's laughing on the air. Nerd notes. Monica's got receipts. Every wrong name, every wild reach. Nerd notes. Who'd we say before? Stacked in a little score. Dead guy still unknown, but the nerd notes keep the lore. Yeah, dead guy is still unknown, but the nerd notes keep the score. Nerd notes.
All right.
Well, that feels very Drew Garabo live.
Oh yeah.
with the pop punk kind of sound, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's his more his musical style than mine.
What are you
Plus,
looking
they got
for?
me answering phones.
Yeah, that was weird. He said JP on the phone.
No, he said running down the phone. So I think that means like.
okay.
on line 1, line 2. Okay.
And Dizzy laughing along. Meanwhile, when it comes to that guy, Dizzy's doing anything but laughing.
Yeah, that's true.
He's like taking calls and hoping it ends.
Yes.
What else you got?
If he would have put like Dizzy putting the wrong name up, that would have been funny.
Right. Dizzy still can't spell. You know, that whole thing.
I haven't downloaded. I can play it off my phone, but I haven't downloaded. I just was doing one at a time.
Oh, you got another one?
I have like 2 or 3 more.
Well, we got time.
All right. We got time.
I don't want to do it off of my phone.
I got punked early, so don't worry about it.
I know, performance anxiety. I can't play it off of my phone. This one I just sent. Hang on.
Just play it.
Off my phone?
I don't care.
Okay.
Oh, you're not plugged into the board though.
No, I can't plug my phone into the board. Or if I can, I don't know how. But I just sent it to my email, but whatever. You want to hear it?
Send it.
Yeah. No, I want to hear it coming out of the board. I don't want to hear it coming out of your phone.
That's why I said I don't want
Cheap-ass version.
I told you I didn't want to do it. I did send it, but it's taken a second. I'm sorry. Next time I will have all of these ready. I didn't expect you to. I expected you to last a long time, and I didn't know you were going to.
Oh wow! She said you're a 1 minute man.
Yeah.
2 pump chump.
Yeah.
She's not that far off.
She said, "Hey, no, you're gonna finish that fast."
Story of my life, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry for your wife.
Yeah, me too.
Well, it worked twice.
I try. I could do other things though. It helps. I got mad skills.
I don't want to. It's taking a weird turn, and I'm uncomfortable.
What's the matter?
Well, this is all your fault.
I know.
Right, you did this.
Yeah.
If
You brought us here.
If you would have just done your job, we would have had all this.
Well,
audio
we
lined
didn't
up.
even
We
use
would've
the
just
first one.
We would have just had this whole thing lined up. Everything would have been cool.
What's my job? What is my job that I didn't do right now? Tell me.
Everything. You said you had these other ones, and we said, okay, let's listen to them, and you don't have them.
I do have all of them. I just didn't send them to. I didn't put them in the computer because I thought we were using one at a time. I didn't know you were going to take 2 pump chump time and not have.
How long does it take to send to an email?
I know.
It's come to this email, but not that one.
We're still sitting here.
That's fine.
Sorry, you're gonna be.
know what she's
What's
doing.
weird is on my phone, it went to my email on my it went to because I have the app and obviously on the desktop. Why is it on my app and not on?
At this point, we could just make our new song.
Here it is. Here it is. Here
Oh.
it is. Here it is. Oh God, I sweated. Here we go.
JP's running the madhouse live.
this is
Dead guy riddle, everybody tries. Monica scribbling every swing and miss. This is cracking up. We live for this. Nerd knows. Write it down wrong again. Nerd knows. Whoa. Every bad guess is a win. From the crazy to the close. Monica's got the nerd notes.
That was a better one. That's a
got
JP.
the JP vibe.
I like it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was a good one.
Is that the winner? Or are you gonna have?
I like it. You can go back and forth between the one we've been playing and that one. That one sounds like the guy from Nickelback.
AI must have.
It sounds like the dude from Nickelback.
AI must have, or Suno or whatever, drew from something, and that's probably it. Sorry.
Is that it? We got any more or no?
We do.
Oh, we got to wait 10 minutes for this.
I know.
Yeah, that's fine. We're all hurting.
Listen, I can't help
So,
it.
Diz, how's your dad doing? Is he all right?
He's doing a lot better.
Weird transition, but okay.
He's definitely.
Is he home from the hospital or he's in there? What's going on?
No, he's been home. You know, because I'm coaching and stuff, he can't be on the sidelines when the season starts because he will lose his stuff and probably die on the sideline.
Right.
But we have tryouts for the new season, and he came to the last 2 tryouts and sat at the side, and I think he needs those moments where he could be like, all right, I'm not just cooped up in the house. I can go because he loves football, so he's like, I can go watch football, and be out the house and feel a little more productive right now. So those things are good.
Is he in a strange place where he's became face to face with mortality, and now all of a sudden he's looking at things a little bit different?
He was definitely I could tell he was in a bad place earlier, but I think now because he's had some appointments, and it sounds like they went well. It sounds like whatever they found earlier, like the calories or whatever it was, it's already a big drop in change.
You mean calcium? Not calories.
I can't remember what. I don't think it was
It's not
calcium.
calories.
It was something else, but it was something that he's doing better now. And they're like, that's good because we thought it was gonna be a real hard mission, and they're like, listen, from when he got checked in at the emergency till now, it's a lot better.
From what this could have been.
Yes.
You're doing all right.
Yes.
And his mindset, they say a mindset is a lot. So he's mindset of fighting this, right? The mindset of this is going to be okay. Okay, I'm glad these calories or whatever coming back good. That fuels his positivity.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
good. Because that's a lot of it.
He's in a good spot now. So, we got the end of the season winding down for the Premier League. We've been watching games as much as we can together, and me and him are fingers crossed that your team bottles it, which looks like they're doing. So
No, let's not get crazy. Still got a couple weeks left.
2 games left, and we're ahead of you.
All right, I don't really care that much. Do we have the new one?
Oh, we had it right in the middle of all that. I'm like, I don't want to cut out of his dad and go to nerd notes, but
I will.
We're buying time.
All right, ready? This is a very short one. This, looking at the words here, it's super short.
Okay.
Oh, that was operator error. Operator error. I had the phone up. Okay.
Of every man you missed. Hey, nerd notes.
no.
2 up. Wrong guesses in a row for JP, Dizzy, Monica on. Dead Dead guy in the envelope.
I like that it was short, but I hate it. I'm sorry.
I'm surprised by that one. Why would Donkey ever? What made him think that would?
Barbershop Quartet. That's what we need.
Why is your smile so big though, JP?
Because I'm on the fence.
Oh, you kind of like it.
All right, I'm gonna play it again.
Play it again. Let's hear it again.
Let's
Oh my God!
I will start by this. At first, I was like, "Oh, this sucks," and then I was just like,
You like
What's
the
that,
ba-dum.
Yeah.
You know, you get salt and pepper every once in a while. A little everything bagel seasoning is all right. You know what I'm saying?
All right, here we go again.
Nerd notes. Monica's got the list of every man you missed. Hey, nerd notes. Wrong guesses in a row for JP, Dizzy, Monica on Dead Guy in the Envelope.
I like the ending. The ba-da, ba-da, ba-da.
What is happening with that one?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
That's your favorite?
It's not my favorite. I ain't gonna.
Was the rock one your favorite? Should I bust that one out?
Yeah, give it to me one more time.
The
Yeah, that
doo-wop
was
one?
my favorite. No, the
Nickelback.
rock one.
Okay, hang on.
No, Nickelback.
Okay, the Nickelback.
That was so nice of them to do this for us.
JP's running the madhouse live. Dead guy riddle, everybody tries. Monica scribbling every swing and miss. This is cracking up, we live for this. Nerd knows. Write it down wrong again. Nerd knows. Every bad guess is a win. From the crazy to the close. Monica's got the nerd notes.
I think they played the side stage at Welcome to Rockville. You know what, Monica? Keep them in your arsenal and play whichever one you ever want, whatever you're in the mood
At my
for.
whim.
Whatever you want to do.
I'm still partial to OG.
Okay, so play the OG. If you want to be boring, that's
you
fine.
like the OG one?
I like the OG 25% because you give a score.
Okay.
A pointless score.
Right. All right.
I like that JP likes the Barbershop Quartet one.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Me too. He had to. Well, the thing is, I saw he had a huge smile on his face. Like, not just a smile. He was like grinning from ear to ear.
Yeah.
That was weird.
I don't know why. I hated it. Like I said, I hated it the first time, and then I'm like, that might be able to serve a purpose. It's JP, Monica, Dizzy, 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
I'll tell you one thing, you tell me, and then we walk away, maybe then shake hands.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone presents the Florida Rock Symphony Summer Concert Series at Ruth Eckerd Hall. You want to rock? We've got your rock right here. And we're making it fancy with a symphony. Come see a live rock orchestra playing all the hits of Led Zeppelin.
Moving through Kashmir.
June 27th, Journey. July 17th, both featuring American Idol finalist Constantine Maroulis, plus David Bowie. August 7th, you can see all 3 shows starting at only $99. Tickets are on sale now at rutheckerdhall.com. Bust out your best tuxedo t-shirts and get ready to rock. For more details, go to theboneonline.com.
Hey, Dad, why do people wait until it's hot out to call about their air conditioner?
Well, Badger Bob's has been doing this since 1982, son. That's just how it goes.
They should call Badger Bob's now to have it checked.
You heard Bob Jr. Now's the time to check your heating and cooling system. So Badger Bob's is offering up to $2,000 in cash incentives for early planners. Get your free estimate at badgerbobs.com. Badger Bob's, a funny name, but we're serious about service. It's who we are.
License CAC 1815977, CFC 1428238, and EC 1300924.
Hey, it's Mike Calder from 102.5 The Bone to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. They've been authorized to sell 200 new Chevys between now and Memorial Day, priced below market value. Do not miss the Stingray Memorial Day event. Have you heard? Trade-in values are up. Trade into a lower payment. You owe it to your family. Upgrade before the best new Chevys are sold, because when they're gone, they're gone. Visit stingraychevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Hey folks, it's Bruce Woodburn here, the Lone Arranger. I've helped over 10,000 families become homeowners. And I'll tell you something right now, it's a buyer's market. Sellers are offering closing cost credits. They're making repairs, and there's plenty of room to negotiate. That wasn't the case a year ago. Waiting for rates to drop? That's like waiting for gas to hit $1.25. Sure, it might happen, but how long are you going to sit on empty? Meanwhile, home prices just keep climbing. Marry the house, date the rate. You can always refinance later when the timing is right. And don't forget, I've got programs with zero down payment, low down payment options. And if you work with one of my vetted real estate agents, you can get up to 25% of their commission back in your pocket for closing costs. Folks, I'm not here to sell you. I'm here to help you win. Call 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313, or go to WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com.
You know that Climate Design's been installing AC in Tampa Bay for over 50 years, including Trane. Well, they also handle plumbing and electrical work too. So if your kid flushed a toy, your toilet's flooding, call Climate Design. With over 1,000 five-star reviews, you can count on Climate Design Home Services for peace of mind and total comfort. Call 727-295-1572 or go to climatedesign.com, climatedesign.com.
Memorial Day savings have arrived at Jerry Ohm, and that means bigger, better, faster deals during the Declaration of Deals sales event. That sounds huge. It is. You can lease a new Ram 1500 for $497 per month with zero down or up to $14,000 off MSRP. Wow, I've never seen discounts that big before. Plus, every new Ram comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, and that's why they are the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S. Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm country. Online at jerryohm.com. For complete details, call 855-492-4405.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. And now, back to JP.
JP 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Thanks to everybody checking it out on YouTube and watching the show.
I like our numbers.
They're telling me we got good numbers. I don't know what any of it means. I don't know what we're supposed to have, but I'm getting messages that we have good numbers, so that's cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that very much. I'm looking at the...
Shout out to Mark Carr in there. I didn't know that he goes in there.
Yeah, man.
So that
Thanks to
sex
everybody.
appeal we have on this show, you know what I'm saying?
I guess
You
so.
wanna come
Once
tune in for
once
the-
you showed up.
Oh,
Yeah, the
thank you. I was
numbers
going to
were
say the
down.
Silver Fox, but you beat me to it.
Nah,
Thank you.
you raised the
complimented
bar.
me first. Thank you.
Listen, black don't crack, right?
I love how
You
we're
look
just
at me.
like, I won't just use the wrong word. We're touching each other, and Monica's just over here like, what about me, guys?
Yeah, nope, I'm not going to disillusion
How am I getting
myself.
left out of this circle,
No,
Jay?
Although you should have seen it in the first segment, she was like scratching an itch, and it looked like she was playing with herself. on the,
Because my this is the camera. Because my bee bite is right here and it itches, so I'm going.
Your bee bite?
It itches.
Yeah, she got
My
bit by a bee.
sting or whatever.
Bee sting.
Is that what you call jackhammer now? It's a bee bite?
Got it better than a stinger. That's for sure. Hey,
what?
The Bucks schedule came out.
I'm
Are we
looking.
gonna
You know,
talk
it's
about
fun.
that?
I'm just looking at it now. I don't even know what to say about it. I don't, because you know what it is. We don't know who anybody is. We don't know what the Bucks are, right? We don't know. I'm looking at the schedule. We don't know what they play the Cincinnati. We don't know what version of Cincinnati is going to be there. You don't know what version
Burrow's
of the
playing
Cowboys is
again.
going to be there. I mean, we don't know what version of any of these teams are. They
But
play
we
the.
never do.
Yeah, you know the teams but so many you play the Ravens. Usually a hard game. We don't know who this new coach is. We don't know what they're going to be capable of.
There are a lot of question marks. I'll give you
You
that.
know, you don't know if Lamar Jackson's going to stay healthy. You know, I'm seeing you guys
'cause
are playing.
last year the Ravens were it was it, and when the Bills won that last second win, it was it in our head. It was everything. That's going to be the hump. We're going to have home field advantage. They didn't even make it to they were nothing at the end of the season. So
Exactly. The wheels fell off,
All the
and
way
Lamar
off.
Jackson was doing what Lamar Jackson does. He got all diva. He wasn't playing games. The whole deal. I'm looking at all these. I mean, I don't see the Bucks beating the Bears. I don't see that happening. But they could beat the Chargers for all we know. But without Mike Evans, we don't know what version of this team there is.
listen, I remember too long ago.
Excuse me. I'm not just saying one guy, Mike Evans, but we could admit that that's a major.
Oh yeah. Oh for sure.
Yeah.
That's a major
It's going to be a
piece.
different team entirely. It doesn't not to say that they're not going to do well. It's going to be a different team. Factual. But also remember, not too long ago, guys, when a quarterback named Baker Mayfield, who was rejected by the Browns, and
came out of nowhere.
We didn't know what to expect, and we didn't have high hopes, and then look what happened. So I
got your
say focus
quarterback.
on the positive. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you always say focus on the positive, and I get it. I'm just trying to say, I don't, they play the Falcons. I don't even know what's going on with the Falcons. What's going on? They should be Carolina, right? I mean, I think so. The Steelers. Who's the quarterback? Any word on that whole thing?
Well, last I saw, Aaron Rodgers had the Steelers had right of first refusal,
Okay.
and so they claimed that on him, and then he was seriously saying, "I want to stay." Last I heard, I think he's staying, but I don't know.
They got to figure that out.
It's
Right.
ridiculous. Figure it out for the season, but what about the long run, son? Like, why are we?
Well, you know what? You just have to have somebody they have to get somebody that he can hand the torch off to.
And do
I don't know if they drafted him. I have no
Yeah.
idea what they did in the draft. I can tell you, because I'll never miss an opportunity to call another man ugly.
Oh, wow.
Have you guys seen Trevor Lawrence cut his hair off?
Oh, man.
My God.
He looks like a police sketch, like a pedophile now.
Yo.
Insane.
I'm telling you, see, he's got nothing to hide that hook now.
Dude.
That schnoz is out there. Boom.
He's got diddler face now.
Why doesn't he? This is my solution for this whole thing. I just feel bad for him, and someone did him wrong by telling him to do that. But I think if I'm him, I get an exact replica wig of what his old hair was like, and just put it over that until it grows back.
Yeah.
Just wear a wig of your old hair.
He looks like no, I could do it. Let me do it. What's that? Mad TV. Stewart. Remember Stewart from Mad TV?
No,
I never watched
Oh
it.
my God, he looks just like Stewart.
You know what's funny? I find out about
I feel bad.
This guy.
as a
doesn't
guy
wear Monica.
who spent his life and still spends his life listening to a lot of bands that have long hair. Like Trevor Lawrence never even had good long hair, but he's
Yeah,
got
he did.
horrible short hair.
No, his hair long was good. Like, it wasn't bad. He had it wasn't bad. It was much better. It gave him a hold. It's amazing how different someone can look with just that haircut. Like, he should only always have long hair.
The upside here to this Buck schedule is they're not traveling.
They're not
going
doing
overseas.
international. No.
They're not doing, either of the Giants.
They don't have that. I'm curious to see. I think I feel like with the head coach being who the head coach is right now, and not a lot of people some people don't have a lot of faith in him. I'm curious to see how this team does with that leadership. And
What are the odds? What are the odds he makes it? Todd Bowles makes the whole season.
that's what I'm saying. Well, if they start winning, obviously, and then what are they going to do halfway through? Use the nose.
If he's not winning, he's not going to stay.
And if there's no hope and if they're looking really bad, they're going to have to Which, by the way, if that happens, and I hope it doesn't, I hope they win. I wish success for this team. But if it goes to crap, how are you feeling as the Lights? Just being like, yeah, we should have done this at the end of last year, and we wouldn't be
probably
wasting a year, wasting a season. Ugh.
That's the truth.
You can't pay me enough. I don't know how people like make all these decisions, and there's always going to be fans who are like, they should do this or this person said. So you can't listen to the public.
No, of course
but
not.
you also can't not a little bit listen. I don't know.
I like that we have no West Coast away games. That's good. There's no big time change that's going to mess us up and stuff. So
425 games.
That's right. You got LA, you got the Chargers at home and the Rams at home.
Yeah, they got to come to us. So that's good.
Yeah, I think the furthest the Bucks have to travel is Dallas.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, that's a nice little setup. By the way,
that doesn't suck.
Yeah, so that makes it a little easier on the schedule.
I think the Rams have to go to like Australia or something. Like there's a game in Australia this year. One of these teams, I think it was the Rams, is traveling 30,000 miles this season.
Oh my God.
They have for strength of schedule, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers fall at number 12 for the schedule that they just released.
Oh yeah, that's not that bad.
Mid-pack a little bit.
All those teams, there's a lot of mediocre teams in there.
Yeah, if they don't have to travel to the West Coast, not that it's. I mean, listen, these people travel; they know what they're doing. It's but I mean, obviously it's easier if you don't. That's a huge plus.
San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams are the only two NFL teams traveling more than 30,000 miles this season.
Darn.
Both teams are face heavily inflated mileage due to playing each other in Melbourne, Australia. San Francisco 49ers are traveling 38,105 miles, an all-time NFL record, which kind of sucks for a team that gets hurt a lot. And the Rams are traveling 34,847 miles. Jesus Christ.
A lot of traveling.
That's a lot.
I'll say this. The city of Buffalo has already come to the unanimous conclusion that both Thanksgiving and Christmas are canceled this year because the Bills are playing on both days.
Both days?
Yeah, so that means everything else takes the back seat. Sorry.
I wonder if you have to opt for that. Do you get a choice? Do you ask for that? I guess they'd take anything in prime time.
I mean, obviously Detroit and Dallas don't get a choice on Thanksgiving. That's just the way it is.
Well, that's true. And, Detroit and Dallas every year. And then now there's a third.
We're the third game. Yeah, Bills are the third game.
Oh, the third game every year now?
No, not every year. But this year, the Thanksgiving at 8 o'clock, whatever, NBC Peacock.
I know Trump was yelling the other day. Apparently the NFL is trying to put more games on Netflix.
I read an article about this the other day.
Trump was barking about it like, this is not good. You guys got to stop bilking your fans. He was going after him pretty good.
I read an article about that saying, and specifically about Netflix, but it mentioned some other streaming services. And I mean, I don't know. I didn't see that article about Trump, so I don't know if this was before or after. But Netflix was saying that about them getting revenue and getting, but they are never going to go after an all season. Like they don't want to have the sole rights type of thing. They just want games here and there.
Yeah, because I can only imagine what the NFL is charging them just for those holiday games.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
And Netflix
but you can also see it on NBC. Like NBC and Peacock is the Bills game on.
Right.
Or is there? Oh no, I'm sorry. Is there one on Netflix? I don't remember. Listen, I'll just tell you right now. I never get Netflix for football. I just go out.
That's a way to do it. Yeah, F the man, Monica.
Yeah, someone else can
Stick
pay
it to
for
him,
it.
man.
Yeah.
I mean, having said that, I do spend however much money on all the food and drinks and everything when I'm out.
Yeah.
Instead of just the $12 or whatever. But
I was going to say you could just you can get 7 months of Netflix for what you go out and spend at the bar. All right, today was fun. Today was different. Today was definitely interesting. I'm glad you're back, Diz. Glad you're feeling brain scrubbed and feeling a little bit better.
Thank you, man.
That's good. Lord knows that mental health stuff is importante.
Oh, yeah.
Monica, have fun with all your girls around the pool.
Thank you.
Jiggling around. And
we'll suds each other up and get curious enough to make out. How about that?
Oh, send your address. Text me your address.
None of this is
right.
None of this is happening.
I had a listener come to my son's lacrosse game yesterday and sat next to me the whole game.
Really?
And didn't say anything? Like you didn't know it was a listener to the end?
We were talking about it on the air on the other show, and I mentioned the school that my son, who they were playing against, And the guy worked for that school district, and he came and sat next to me. I'm sitting there with my wife, trying to watch my son's last game ever. And my man sat down and watched the whole game with me.
I mean, did he bother you? Was he talking, or did he just
the whole time?
Oh no,
the whole time.
Listen, he means well.
My wife was like, "You want to explain?" I'm like, "I don't think I can."
He meant well, and he's happy. And
I gotcha.
He's so happy that you know what? So that's your version of the story, and I agree with you. His version is, oh my God, I got to watch an entire game with JP. You know, of JP, Roger and JP.
And then somebody, he's telling that story to somebody. He said, he invited you? And he goes, no, I just showed up and sat next to him. And completely didn't let him talk to his wife or take in the fact that his son was playing his best lacrosse game ever. And I was just chewing his ear off talking about restaurants that don't exist anymore.
It's hard being a silver fox, man.
Sure is.
He wants to be near it.
All right. Sending shows up next. He's got your next shot right at 2 o'clock for another $1,000. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll be back Monday morning at 11 o'clock. Bye.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. The JP featured cut of the day. Listen right now on the 102.5 The Bone app. Sponsored by JustCallMo.com. Tampa's injury attorney.
Tampa Bay, get ready to eat, drink, listen, and enjoy. The Tampa Bay Barbecue Festival and Competition is May 23rd and 24th at Vinoy Park in St. Pete, featuring Rodney Atkins, Blackberry Smoke, and more. Enjoy award-winning barbecue, cold craft beer and cocktails, live music, games, and more. Get your tickets now at TampaBayBarbecue.com.
Injured? It's your case. Own it. Call Farah & Farah.
Tampa. Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Hey, it's Alex Flores from Furman Chevrolet in Brandon. You know, as a veteran, it's important to me that men and women who served our country always feel welcome here because you deserve it. And there's a reason we're #1 Chevy dealer in Tampa. At Furman Chevy Brandon, we say yes. Yes to transparent pricing, no dealer add-ons, no inflated markups. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And from me personally to all my brothers and sisters who served in the armed forces, yes, you are always welcome here. Come see us on Adamo Drive or visit FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy of Brandon. Together, let's drive.
Hey, fellas. It's JoJo here, a.k.a. Judge Juicy. We need to talk about something serious for a second. Your penis. If you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, so is your partner. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it because at Prestige Men's Medical Center, they restore men's sex lives. Even when Viagra and Cialis don't work, their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE regardless of your age or your medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right there in the office before you even leave. Men, you can now last longer. And the best part of Prestige Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone check for free. Do yourself the favor and call today. 813-288-2202. Get your confidence back. Get back to your old self. So book your free first treatment today. 813-288-2202. Or go to prestigemensmedical.com. And that's my final ruling.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's Drew Garabo. Quick question as the year gets rolling. When it comes to your health, would you rather know what's going on inside your body or just hope that everything's fine? A lot of people who feel great have no clue something is bubbling beneath the surface until it's too late. That's why I want to tell you about our friends at Kraft Body Scan and a really smart way to take care of your health and get this year started in the right way. Right now, Kraft Body Scan is offering you their couples heart and lung scan, a scan valued at over $2,500 for only $99. It's quick, it's non-invasive, and it can give you real peace of mind or an early heads up before symptoms ever show up. And it's something you and your loved one can do together. To take advantage of it, go to togetherwescan.com or call 813-851-1000. Make sure you use the promo code DREW50. This year, don't just hope everything's okay. Start the year knowing. Again, that's togetherwescan.com, 813-851-1000 with promo code DREW50. That's DREW50. EW50.
Hey, it's JP. Look, I don't need to be an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every day. It's awful. Do me a favor. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on the bone. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Just call Mo.com.
Are you dealing with bad feet all day? The Good Feet store wants to help you get back to living in comfort. Schedule your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
John Senning here with my new buddy, not the hottest new country star, but a man that can help you plan for the future, Bratcher Brown. He's president of Edgewater Family Wealth. Bratcher, you work with people who have built something in their life, or at least trying to. What are some of the misconceptions and mistakes you see when people are planning for their future and ultimately to retire?
I see a lack thereof. I see people who do not plan, people who have kind of blindly accumulated wealth and maybe done a pretty good job of doing so, but don't really know how to utilize it or what to do next.
Now, a lot of people probably think financial advisor, I've got to have stacks and stacks. Do you have to be already wealthy and doing really well for yourself to plan for your future?
Absolutely not. In some cases, it actually helps to have a plan before you get there, but there are certainly people who have accumulated some wealth, again, that have not taken advantage of putting a plan together and utilizing what they have.
So what do you do? Where do you come into the conversation for those that feel like they got a little something or maybe a little less than what they'd like?
Sure.
What do you do about it, and how do you help them ultimately embrace a better future?
For us, it's educating.